hydrogens in cyclohexane, we know that the chair conformation is more stable, and this chair conformation having a different substituents, we know that different substituent means either these are the hydrogens or other type of substituent, but which unsubstituted cyclohexane is there, no doubt there are 6 hydrogen are in axial position and 6 hydrogens are in equatorial position. So suppose this is a carbon number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. So we observe that 3 hydrogens, carbon number 1, carbon number 3 and carbon number 5, these having axial hydrogens, we call them as axial hydrogens, like this axial. Similarly, carbon number 2, 4 and 6 having downward direction axial hydrogens. So total 6 axial hydrogens are there. 6 hydrogens are in axial position while 6 hydrogens are in equatorial position, like this, in this way. Out of 12 hydrogens, 6 hydrogens are axial hydrogens and 6 hydrogens are equatorial hydrogens. Okay. So remember, these axial and equatorial positions are observed in such type of each carbon having one axial hydrogen or axial substituent and one equatorial hydrogen or one equatorial substituent, each carbon. Similarly, in cyclohexane, those substituents which are present upward direction, suppose this is one of the plane, and those hydrogens are substituents which are present upward direction, remember upward direction. Either that can be hydrogen or any other substituent. So for this carbon number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. For this carbon number 1, this axial hydrogen is a upward direction. For carbon number 2, equatorial hydrogen is upward direction. For carbon number 3, axial hydrogen is upward direction. For carbon number 4, equatorial hydrogen is in upward direction. For carbon number 5, axial hydrogen is in upward direction, and similarly for carbon number 6, equatorial hydrogen is in upward direction. So alternately, one is suppose carbon number 1 having axial hydrogen upward direction, then carbon number 2 having equatorial hydrogen in upward direction. So total number of 6 hydrogen or substituent hydrogens or substituents are in upward direction, and these upward direction substituents are called as beta substituents or beta hydrogens. Beta substituents or, remember, beta hydrogens or substituents, and those which are in downward direction. For carbon number 1, equatorial hydrogen is in downward direction. For carbon number 2, axial hydrogen is in downward direction. Carbon number 3 having equatorial hydrogen downward direction. Carbon number 4 having axial hydrogen downward direction. For carbon number 5, equatorial hydrogen downward direction, and carbon number 6, axial hydrogen in downward direction. So those are in downward direction. Those hydrogen or the substituents at respective carbon downward direction are known as that hydrogens or substituents are known as alpha hydrogens or substituents. remember, those are downward direction are alpha hydrogens or alpha substituents. Those are upward direction, they are called as beta hydrogens or beta substituents. Okay, these basic things are very important when we observe the complex structure of related cyclohexane. To the other things, remember how will you draw the Newman's projection for the chair conformation. Newman's projection. So, when we are drawing the Newman's projection, some important things must be remember. Okay. So, here I am drawing the different substituent. First of all I give the names, carbon number 1 to up to the 6 and respective hydrogens like this. In this way. So, after given the name axial like this. So, this is our chair conformation like this, chair conformation of cyclohexane. Carbon number 2, carbon number 3 and carbon number 4 we can directly observe. We can say the front carbon atoms which are looking ours from third side are carbon number 2, 3 and 4. So, we are consider that carbon number 2 as a front carbon atom and its backside carbon atom here. Carbon number 2 is our dot, backside carbon of carbon number 2 is a circle and it is given name as a carbon number 1. Likewise, the carbon number 4 is our front carbon atom, because from front side we are observed actually 3 carbons, carbon number 2, 3 and 4, 2, 3 and 4. So, carbon number 2, then 3 and then it is connected to carbon number 4. The fourth carbon is like this dot front side and its backside carbon atom is obviously the carbon number 5, means circle around this is a carbon number 5. So, when we are looking toward this carbon number 2, we observe that the substituents, see the substituents, carbon number 2 having upward direction right hand side this hydrogen and downward direction this hydrogen like this. Okay. But upward direction left hand side, there is a joining of carbon atom to the carbon number 3. This is carbon number 3. This carbon number 3 having 2 substituents, 2 hydrogens, actually here hydrogens, 2 hydrogens are there. These 2 hydrogens can be shown in this way like this. This carbon number 3 is connected downward direction to the carbon number 4. So, carbon number 4 in this way. We can say carbon number 4, when we look at this carbon number 4 from upward direction right hand side, it is connected to carbon number 3. So, carbon number 4 having a connection upward direction right hand side with the carbon number 3. Also, carbon number 4 have left hand side upward direction, hydrogen in this way and downward direction hydrogen like this. Okay. So, these 3 front carbon atoms we are looking like this 2, 3 and 4. Okay. And its behind carbon atom or we are observed. So, for carbon number 2 its behind carbon atom is carbon number 1. For carbon number 4 its behind carbon number is carbon number 5. So, look at the carbon number 2, its behind carbon is 1. So, carbon number 1 having upward direction, see here from this side, upward direction hydrogen. Carbon number 1, this circle is carbon number 1 having upward direction hydrogen like this and downward direction right hand side downward direction hydrogen like this, isn't it? Okay. So very simple, but this carbon number 1 downward direction left hand side, downward direction left hand side having something substituent. It is not hydrogen. That substituent is a carbon number 6. Carbon number 6. This carbon number 6 like this, having 2 hydrogens in this way. Okay. Similarly, for carbon number 4, backside carbon is carbon number 5, and this backside carbon having upward direction hydrogen in this way, and downward direction left hand side, downward direction left hand side hydrogen, downward direction left hand side this hydrogen in this way, downward direction left hand side in this way. But for carbon number 5, downward direction right hand side, downward direction right hand side, there is a one substituent. It is not hydrogen, there is one substituent, that is a carbon number 6. So that's why from right hand side downward direction, right hand side downward direction, it is connected with the carbon number 6. So here there is a carbon number 6 which having these 2 hydrogens. Okay. So actually when we given the axial and equatorial position name nomenclature for carbon number 2, this upward direction right hand side carbon, upward direction right hand side, okay, like this. So this is equatorial, upward direction right hand side equatorial, and this downward direction axial hydrogen. So similarly backside carbon 1, carbon number 1 upward direction hydrogen is a axial, and downward direction is a equatorial. So similarly for carbon number 4, axial, downward direction axial, and upward direction left hand side equatorial. Similarly for carbon number 5, upward direction it's axial, and this one is a equatorial, downward direction left hand side equatorial. So this is the simple representation of cyclohexane in Newman's projection for the chair conformation. This is chair conformation, and if we consider its boat conformation, we know that the boat conformation is like this, and whatever the substituents we can be shown in Newman's projection. But before going to this Newman's projection of this boat conformation, we are looking to the mono substitution. If the mono substitution carried out over this particular cyclohexane, what will happen? So this is chair conformation, and if we consider one substitution over this cyclohexane. So carbon number 1 is substituted axially. Suppose I carried out this substitution, axial hydrogen for carbon number 1, I can substitute supposed to be by CS3 in this way. Then we observe that in Newman's projection, this particular carbon number 1 means here for this circle, backside carbon atom is there, and backside carbon having this upward direction HA is get substituted by this CS3 in this way. And because of this axial, remember I carried out here axial substitution, one mono substitution over cyclohexane and axial substitution. Then we observe that this CS3, carbon number 1 CS3 having something interaction with the carbon number 3 hydrogen and carbon number 5 hydrogen. So we can say there are two types of interactions are there. One is with respect to these 3, one is respect to this 5. So 2,1,3 diaxial interaction, 2,1,3 diaxial interactions are observed for this monosubstituted, particularly axial monosubstituted cyclohexane, and each 1,3 diaxial interaction having energy about 0.9. So 0.9 into 2, 1.8 kilocalorie per mole, means each axial methyl group creates 2,1,3 diaxial interaction. Therefore, energy contained for one CH3 in axial position creates 1.8 kilocalorie per mole energy. And such substituent, if same substituent I keep in downward direction, means at equatorial position, there is absence of such type of 1,3 diaxial interaction, and in that case, in equatorial form, the energy contained found to be 0 kilocalorie per mole, because there is no any 1,3 diaxial interaction, and we can say equatorial form is more stable than the axial form, because axial contained, each axial CH3 substituent creates 1.8 kilocalorie per mole energy, which is more unstable. We can say this CH3, if it is axial, this CH3 is axial, it creates such type of 1,3 diaxial interaction with this substituent, because it is carbon number 5, CH3, carbon number 5, hydrogen. This interaction, one interaction is like this, second interaction 1,3, this is carbon number 1, 2 carbon and 3, means one of the carbon, out of these two, one of the carbon creates interaction with CH3 axial, जो काही axial असेल, which one axial creates interaction with this CH3 group, axial CH3. So because of this 0.9 and this 0.9, energy content is 1.8 kilocalorie, which is highly unstable. Similarly, if I put two substituents on the same carbon atom, means 1,1 dimethyl substituted cyclohexane, 1,1 dimethyl cyclohexane. For this molecule 1,1 dimethyl cyclohexane, okay, I will draw this and again draw here the Newman's projection after drawing the chair conformation. Okay, so first of all, chair conformation having these two substituent at one position, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. Okay. So molecule is observed like this. Chair conformation, carbon number 1 having two substituent axial and equatorial. So in Newman's projection, again we consider this carbon number 2, 3 and 4 are different carbon atoms. And backside carbon as a whole circle around this. This is carbon number 2, backside carbon is carbon number 1. For this carbon number 4, carbon number 5 is the backside carbon atom. So carbon number 2, look at this molecule, carbon number 2 having two substituents. This is carbon number 2 having two substituents, actually two hydrogens. First of all, we draw here a hydrogen, equatorial hydrogen in this way, upward direction, right hand side, downward direction, axial hydrogen in this way, and from upward direction left hand side, it is connected to the carbon number 3 in this way. We know that. Similarly, carbon number 4 is connected to the carbon number, similarly carbon number 4 is connected to the upward direction carbon number 3. Carbon number 3 having 2 hydrogens in this way. But carbon number 1, this carbon number 1 having axial upward direction CH3, axial upward direction CH3 group and downward direction CH3 group, downward direction right hand side CH3 group in this way. And third position, at the third position downward direction, it is connected to the next carbon. Actually we know that this carbon number is connected to the carbon number 6, which having these 2 substituents. Okay, this carbon number 6 is further connected with the upward direction with the carbon number 5 like this. So look at the carbon number 4, carbon number 2, 3 and 4, 4 carbon having downward upward direction equatorial, left hand side equatorial hydrogen and downward direction axial hydrogen in this way. Okay, so carbon number 5 having such type of substitution, downward direction equatorial hydrogen and axial hydrogen in this way, axial hydrogen. So carbon number 1 having this axial substitution, that is CH3, creates 2,1,3 diaxial interaction as in previous case like this. This CH3 creates 1,3 diaxial interaction, means this CH3 creates 1,3 diaxial interaction either of these one hydrogen, one interaction having the energy 0.9 kilo 1,3 and with the carbon number 5 hydrogen like this. So having the energy 0.9. So 0.9 plus 0.9 we can say for axial CH3, 2 into 0.9, 1.8 kilocalorie per mole, means each CH3, we know that each axial CH3 creates 2,1,3 diaxial interaction having the energy 1.8 kilocalorie energy. But equatorial, now look at this, it is equatorial CH3 doesn't have any interaction, 0 kilocalorie per mole. So net content of energy content. Okay, so this is for equatorial. So for molecule, total energy is 1.8 plus 0, 1.8 kilocalorie per mole. So for 1,1-dimethyl cyclohexane, energy content is found to be 1.8 kilocalorie per mole. Okay, and we can say this molecule is actually optically inactive. Okay, so Newman's projection is like this. In that Newman's projection, we clearly observe that this CH3 shows 1,3 diaxial interaction, carbon number 1 having this CH3, carbon number 3 having this hydrogen CH3H interaction with this CH3H interaction with this carbon number 5 hydrogen, 1,3 diaxial interaction, net energy content is found to be 1.8 kilocalorie per mole.